Hello, and welcome to a grab and go opportunity put on by me, Christine, the teen librarian at the Jones Creek branch of the East Baton Rouge Parish Library System. Today, our activity will be origami butterfly bombs. The materials you will need are 12 square sheets of paper. I'm using 4x4 squares here, but you can use much larger or much smaller. 1 flat washer and a piece of tape. With your first sheet of paper, fold diagonally from point to point. Open this, rotate, and fold diagonally from the other point to point. This will create an X shape. On the side, where the X is kind of pointing up towards you, like a mountain, you will create a valley fold horizontally. And then pop it back into a mountain shape. This is one of the 12 pieces you'll need to make for the butterfly bomb. Here are our 12 pieces for our butterfly bomb. We'll start the bottom with 4. All the pieces will more or less like to sit with one side flat on the ground like these. When you have your 4, what we're going to do is arrange them in a woven over-under pattern. So I have my first piece here. Then I'm going to take my second and put this point inside of that. Then I'm going to take my next piece and put this point inside of that. Then this point inside of there. And the first side will go inside there. When I squish them all together, we have a sort of windmill cross shape in the middle. And that's where I'm going to flip it over and put a small piece of tape to hold it together on the back side. Once you have advanced, you don't really need this piece of tape. But when you just begin, it's very handy. Another thing you can do, or you can do both, is to put a heavy little weight at the center to hold this together so the pieces don't fall down as you start building up. I generally use a quarter or another coin, but a washer is not currency, and thus I can send it home in a grab-and-go container. Let's go to the blue shapes. Now our next thing is going to be more over-under sort of shapes. Let's look at this one. You can see that this is on the outside and this is on the inside. So we are going to add this and make this inside and this outside. So now this point will be inside of the blue and this point will be outside of the blue. There we go. We'll rotate and do the next one. This point is outside, so that will become the inside, and here as well. Let's do our next point. This one is on the outside, so that's the one that's going to go into the blue point. You'll notice it also follows a pattern where it's coral blue, coral blue, coral blue, coral blue. You can also use that as your guide. Now we'll do the last row of red, and it's the most challenging because if you don't have your weight or your tape, everything wants to sort of splat outwards. Now, if we rotate just a little bit, you can see that this blue is on the outside on the bottom, and this blue is on the inside on the bottom. We're going to reverse that. So this blue will be on the outside of the red, and this blue will be on the inside. That gives us a look like this. Let's go to the next quadrant. Now this is where it gets extra interesting because not only are we putting the red on the outside of this blue and on the inside of this one, we are also putting this red on the inside of this red. It makes sense that way, because if you do it the other way, it doesn't fit well. That way, it just wants to swing out and fall apart. But this way, tension will keep it together well enough for now. Let's go around to the next quadrant. This one's on the outside, so that goes in, out, in. Rotate, and now the last one. This one's quite tricky since you're doing so much with it. This is the outer blue, so the red goes over that. This one, the red goes inside of, since it's on the inside over here, so this one will be on the inside over here. This one goes inside here to match the one, to counteract the one below it. And over here, this one goes inside. And we slowly slide that all together. And we have accomplished the first part of our butterfly bomb. Now we can take the tape off. Gently. Now our coin or our little washer is still inside, and we can get that out by letting it fall a little bit apart and giving it a shake. There it is. Now the only thing holding our butterfly bomb together is the friction and the tension between all 12 sheets of paper. And that's not very strong. If you rolled it across a table, it might just come apart. In fact, it coming apart is kind of the goal, it being a bomb. So, it is now time for the best part, the detonation of the butterfly bomb. My favorite way to do this is to toss it into the air from under and give it a little bit of a serve from underneath, and it will explode. Let's give that a try. And there you go, a butterfly bomb. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Tag us with your results on Instagram or Facebook, follow us here on YouTube, and return for more grab and go opportunities. Good day.